I remember when that video first came out and it was just like, take a chance, you stupid hoe. And I was like, well, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life.
Absolutely, it's just what you tell your friends or yourself. Like, you stupid hoe.
But it's all, in 2020, we try to speak more kindly to ourselves.
I'm still like, Libby, take a chance, you stupid hoe.
I know, poor Libby.
And hey, Libby, she bought a house this year.
Yes.
She took a chance.
Hi everybody, welcome back to 2K Mats. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And it's time for another Patron requested video.
Yes, we love these. We're behind on them.
Yes.
It's fine.
Our request from Harris.
Harris,
thank you for reaching out.
Yeah, Harris. Sorry, for a second. But then I was like, oh no, that's the Christine and the Queens.
Yes, which is next. Sorry for the delay.
And then there's an Imogene Heap.
Yes, which I'm excited about. I love him.
And then there's another one. They're coming.
They're coming. Yes. They're all coming.
But Harris, we're talking about Harris now, who requested
Gwen Stefani. I am a No Doubt person, you know, vaguely, but very much into Gwen Stefani's solo albums. Today we're going to be talking about her first two. 2004's Love Angel Music Baby, and 2006's The Sweet Escape.
Yes, but you do love that third one.
I do, and I just need to make sure we all know This Is What the Truth Feels Like, which came out in 2016, is an underrated fave of mine. There are lots of should have been hits on that album. I realized that, you know, it was a long gap in between her second and third albums.
Yeah, like a decade.
There's a whole decade, but there was a lot to be said on that third album. You know, I Love a Divorce album. We all heard about the chick. So in 2004, after the release of No Doubt's Rock Steady, I believe, which featured Hey Baby, Hey Baby, Hey, Gwen Stefani went on a solo journey and decided to take a chance as a solo artist. We hear all about it on the first single.
Yes.
What You Waiting For?
She heard that TikTok.
She was like, TikTok, TikTok, and she's like,
what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Take a chance, you stupid hoe.
I think it's very up-tempo, very like activated. I don't know, it's like very exciting intro to the album.
Absolutely, yes. I think it really makes a mark.
Interesting that it was co-written by Linda Perry, who, you know, had become big in the songwriting game in that time before, you know, Beautiful by Christina Aguilera, and also the Pink co-write she did on Misunderstood. So this is a different sound for her as well, and it works. I think it's very good intro to the album. Track 2, big hit.
Take a chance, you stupid hoe. Indeed. Let's take some show tunes.
Which is Gwen Stefani's MO. This happens.
I know.
Rich Girl. Actually, I had no idea this was a sample at the time. I was like, what a great song. What a great melody. I've never heard this in my life.
Yes, we stand Bach and Harnick forever.
I love that it's co-written by American Idol judge Cara DioGuardi and produced by Dr. Dre.
I always liked Cara DioGuardi.
She was so weird on that show.
She was, but she knows what she's talking about.
She also like can write a fucking song.
Yes.
You look at those credits and they're no joke.
And she can sing.
Rich Girl's a great song.
Yes.
Eve, she's paying back for when Gwen Stefani was on Let Me Blow Your Mind with Eve, which is another big hit. And you know, they swapped off and they both got huge hits out of it, and everybody fucking wins.
That's perfect for Gwen. It's quirky,
yes,
like sexy,
yes,
fun and memorable and easy and breezy. It's just what the kids wanted at the time.
First big hit on the album. What You Waiting For did all right, but Rich Girl was like, oh.
Yeah, oh, yes, yes.
But then, of course,
yes,
we come to. Like, what can we say about Hollaback Girl that has not already been said? It just is that bitch. Like, when you think of Pharrell production and when you think of Gwen Stefani, this is one of the first songs in both those categories you gotta think of.
And when I think of my youth, I think of Hollaback Girl.
Hollaback Girl was all about having fun, and apparently it was taking a shot back at Courtney Love, who called Gwen Stefani like the cheerleader of pop, and it's like, you think I'm a cheerleader, bitch? I'll be a cheerleader.
It's just a song that's unlike anything else.
I mean,
you just can't compare it to anything else. It's rap, it's pop, it's funky.
It is completely sparse. There's barely any like non-drum music in it at all. I love that.
Iconic, and it's really what is her sound.
Yes.
It's what makes her Gwen Stefani.
Yes. She and Pharrell have such a special bond and such a special relationship. He works with her on several more songs, especially on The Sweet Escape. It's just like they're both completely in their bag in this moment, and I love, like, Hollaback Girl is that song that when you listen to the album for the first time, I remember listening to this album in the car a lot with friends because I was a senior in high school when it came out, and we were listening to it in the car, just going through the song by song and being like, guys, this is the song.
And it's so interesting because like it took so long for it to be a single, because it wasn't a single until I was a senior in high school, and you're so much older than me.
I am not so much older.
I mean, what a song.
What a song. Then there's a song called Cool.
I love Cool.
Cool is nice.
Cool is cool.
Cool is cool. It's a great
Cool.
music video. I'm looking through the credits right now. I didn't realize that Dallas Austin's the co-writer on this. TLC collaborator Dallas Austin.
Is he really?
Yes, he is the co-writer. He is the co-writer and co-producer of Cool. Excellent.
Cool, I think, is just such an easy sound and really like pretty.
Yes.
But
And
still quirky.
yeah, and like thematically, I love that we all started with like Tragic Kingdom with Gwen when she and drummer Tony Kanal were going through that big breakup, and it was like, ooh, hearing all of your horrible breakup songs about that guy who's 3 feet away from you, but now it's like, we're gonna put an end on that story, and you know what? I know we're cool.
We're cool.
Like, I can't believe we got here when we were in the thick of it, we were in the thick of it, but now we can all have tea together.
Yeah.
I can invite my husband, who will no longer be my husband in 10 years, over to hang out with you. You'll call me by my new last name. Everybody wins.
And it's the first song where she's like actually singing on the album.
She was singing on Rich Girl.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't about like the vocal though.
It was not.
In Cool, you're just like, oh, what a sweet voice.
She has a great voice.
Nice little, like,
a great little pop voice. So Bubble Pop Electric.
Bubble Electric is ridiculous.
I mean,
what's his name? Johnny. Johnny.
Oh God. But very fun. Both she and Andre 3000. It's like when you get them on songs with other people, it's usually like, oh, they're the quirk factor. So bringing two quirkos together, it gets to be a lot.
It's a bunch.
It's a bunch.
Yes.
And like we're going back to the 50s and 40s, and he's knocking on the door and like saying hi to her mom, and it's like, y'all are 30. Like,
what does Bubble Pop Electric have to do with having sex in a car?
in the back seat. You know what?
Don't really know.
It's not for us to know.
It's a secret, guys.
It's a secret, and I'll keep it. Luxurious.
Luxurious is great.
Yes.
It's strange.
It is
that
odd.
It's odd to have a song that is so R&B
Yes.
on an album that is so
I know,
pop.
it's so
Like,
pop everywhere else, and then you get to Luxurious, and it's very slow, very mid-tempo, a very recognizable sample. I feel like this is a music video that has not aged well, and she like does very much like a chola look throughout this video, which is like, oh, a different time.
It was a different time. It was a different time.
But even at the time, Harajuku Girls, like, even though I don't think I had the verbiage at the time, I couldn't put my finger on it. This song always turned my stomach. It's like the Girl Is Mine of this album. It is a song that is just unspeakably bad. Like, it's tuneless and offensive, and it's long. It's so long.
It's really long.
And it's like,
she has a lot to say. She loved her Harajuku Girls. They're literally mentioned in every song on the
They are. And like you can kind of forget about it or like breeze over those lines, but this one it's just like, remember how I have 4 Asian women just following me around and that I can talk about their little hands on this song, and it's just like, ooh.
Didn't she like have them like on tour?
Yes.
Like they were like her background dancers?
She would go visit TRL and they weren't even, like sometimes they weren't even performing, and there were just 4 Asian girls behind her, color coordinated and like hee-heeing behind. It just is bad. It just is like, no.
It would not fly in a 2020 scenario.
It wouldn't fly in 2010, I don't think. I think she was right on the cusp of this being okay. And even at the time, people were like, this is a little weird, you know?
What are you gonna do?
We all grow.
You have some hiccups.
Right. Crash is, I think, the last radio single from the album, at least I heard. Excellent.
Yeah.
Baby, do me, but in your call. I'm here waiting, crash, come do me real hard.
It's a nice compliment to like a hollaback girl.
Absolutely.
But still stands on its own just enough.
The real thing, I think we're getting into the most 80s part of the album, which I really enjoy. Very singable, very fun, very light.
It's a ballad with still like a drive,
Yes.
which I always really like.
Absolutely.
I wonder why it's called The Real Thing. To me, it should be called Love Supply.
Yes, it does. It does seem like that could be it. I mean, she does say the real thing in it.
Yeah, and she doesn't say Love Supply until like the final
very
chorus,
end,
but
but-
like still, I'm just like Love Supply.
I mean, I think Sirius is the most underrated song on this album.
Oh!
This song could have been a Madonna song in the 80s. And it's
Yes.
perfect. That chorus in the back of the chorus is like, "Dun-dun, need so much to me." It's like, yes! You give me seriously out of my mind. A+. And if we're gonna release basically all the songs as singles, fucking release Sirius. I want a video. I want it all to be in the 80s. I love it. I might be one of my favorite Gwen Stefani songs ever. I love it.
Wow.
I love this song.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's great.
I'm gonna say it.
I think it's very good.
It's excellent. Danger Zone's good.
Danger Zone's good.
Yeah. And Long Way to Go.
We love the message.
We love the message. We love those two Quirkos back together.
It's insane. The fact that it is like a message song, but it's just such insane production. And the first time I heard it, I was just like, absolutely not. And then the second time I heard it, I was just like, this is great.
It's just, yes, it's crazy, and like the message is good, but the like upgrade computer, like the fact that you needed it to be a computer themed song about racial, justice and equality,
relationships.
It's a choice.
Cool.
Choices were made. And Matt Steele's a person who loves a big choice, a big swing.
I love a big swing, and this was a very big swing.
I love that.
But we get to real big swings on the next
Oh my gosh, we definitely do. What up?
Just when you first hear that, you hear high on the hills, and then the orchestra. What a way to open a goddamn album.
Honestly, it's insane. Like, I think it works as the opening track on this album, but like, this didn't need to be the first single.
As a single, it doesn't work in the solo.
It's just like, what are you doing?
It's insane that it was the first single, but an opening track, absolutely. You know, I'm a Rodgers and Hammerstein stan, so anything R&H, I just gotta support. And it's so epic.
That sample is just so
perfect.
It's like the least subtle sample I've ever heard of anything, and it's just like, wait, what? Where are we? Like, what's out? It's one of the most confusing first singles I can think of.
She knew what worked on Love Angel Music Baby, and she's just like, okay, we're gonna do all of that, dialed up to 1,000, and you thought Love Angel Music Baby was dialed up to 1,000.
I know.
The Sweet Escape is an absolutely bonkers album.
It's an insane album.
And it starts off in the most bonkers way.
I mean, at least she's telling us what it is as we're going into it, and we can say that about it.
It's crazy, I love it.
The next up is the only real hit from this album. Title track, Sweet Escape. Obviously the most radio ready.
Yes.
It was not like doing too much. It was not a crazy, over-the-top moment.
A regular pop song, while still really quirky.
Yes.
The fact that this is like the least quirky song on the album is saying something.
I know.
I love just the doo-woppiness of it. It feels like a 50s song meets 2006 pop moment with the quirkiness of like the little rocker chick Gwen.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
I just remember bouncing up and down to it like when it came out.
Orange County Girl is a song I had kind of forgotten about until I re-listened to it. It's great. It's great.
One of my favorite songs.
Wow!
That she's ever released.
Wow! This is your Sirius.
This is my Sirius. Orange County Girl to me is unbelievable. The sound,
very good.
The fact that she is just constantly flat. It's just like ever so slightly under pitch and whiny and like no harmony whatsoever.
No.
Just her doubling over herself.
Just an Orange County girl living in the extraordinary world.
It just reflects sort of just the shallowness of just like the Orange County girl. The character that she creates that's like supposed to be herself.
I was gonna say, I think it's her.
Yes, but she's like winking at it, but it's still kind of like haunting in a way, but cool and fun.
And it's weirdly like autobiographical. It's about let's go through my entire life, but also like I wasn't sure if I was gonna make another album, and I was like, oh, the applause. It's like, what?
I love Orange County Girl.
Justice for Early Winter.
Early Winter's X.
And it was co-written by that guy from Keane, and you can tell because it's fucking great and big and pop rocky. It almost sounds like it could be a No Doubt song. It is so beautifully melodic. How dare you put out 4 in the Morning as the ballad before this one.
I love how it all just flows into itself. You're kind of like, has the chorus started? Yes, it has. And it feels so truthful to her. Like, there's such an honesty about it. So it doesn't really matter that you're kind of just like, ooh, wait, the structure is just ever so slightly quirky.
Right. And I also wonder, like, if this is true, if like something bad has happened in her marriage at this point, 10 years before the divorce, my fucking God, she stuck it out. I love Now That You Got It.
Now That You Got It's really fun.
So good. Swizz Beatz was completely, that was his time. You know how I feel about 2006 was Beats, because you know how I feel about Get Me Bodied. And that was him. Also released too late. I honestly think, I didn't hate 4 in the Morning. I'm getting to it earlier. I don't even hate the song 4 in the Morning that much. It just tanked the era. It was like the bye-bye of this album. Because this song came out as a single later too, and no one cared because they're like, eh.
I don't remember 4 in the Morning ever.
Of course you don't.
Okay. 4 in the Morning I like. I do like 4 in the Morning. I think it's interesting, it's cool. The key changes are weird.
No.
The key changes are very weird.
Yeah.
But like, it's a whole album of weirdness.
Yes.
So I like 4 in the Morning. I definitely would not have put it as a single before Early Winter, so the fact that you're telling me this, I'm
yes.
just like,
Yes. Also, another song that was not a real official single, did not have a music video. One of the best songs she's ever recorded, could have been the Hollaback Girl Part 2. Why was Yummy not the first single?
Yummy is a master.
Absolutely it is!
This song is unbelievable. You thought Hollaback Girl was different from everything else? Yummy.
Yes.
Yummy is the most interesting thing she's ever done.
Right.
They totally could have done another Hollaback Girl where they're chanting and shouting and everything, but it's just the subtle version.
Yes!
I'm feeling
And we're just talking.
head to toe.
And all the sounds that are used in this song are so insane.
The end where it all just like explodes
It just becomes
into nonsense.
I know.
And how it harkens back to Wind It Up.
I will die on my deathbed and just be thinking about, let me check my itinerary. All right.
Who would think to do that in a song?
It's insane.
It's brilliant.
I would argue not to just, shit on the rest of the album. The album kind of falls apart a bit here. A little bit. It all works.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad. Fluorescent, well, it doesn't all work. I don't think there's anything as bad as Harajuku Girls in the rest of this album.
I beg to differ.
Wow! Fluorescent is good.
Fluorescent's good.
Yes.
I like Fluorescent.
Yes.
Not like the most memorable thing.
No, but it's like, it's singable, it's up-tempo, it's nice. We're breaking up! We're breaking up! We're breaking up! I assume you don't like this one.
You know I love a swing.
Yes!
This, we've gone too far. And when I have said that you've gone too far, Gwen, you went too far with breaking up. Unacceptable. Like it is, to me it is worse than the light is coming.
Oh, come on.
It's worse.
Let's not be ridiculous. This song is not good. I kind of think it's funny.
It would be funny if it was like an interlude. This sounds like a demo and then they should have just been like, never mind.
Would you say this is worse than Harajuku Girls?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think so.
Don't get clever. This is the most craziest shit ever. I like Don't Get It Twisted. How do you feel about the circus melody? We know you hate circus
I don't
music.
love circuses. It's hard for me to say. I'm not paying much attention to the album at this point.
Okay.
I'm just not.
And it's so interesting because like they're both such weird songs.
Yes.
And the fact that your like concentration kind of strays.
It does, just because it's like what? It just feels like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it doesn't hold your focus like a Yummy
does.
Of course. Don't Get It Twisted, I like until just the here we go. Whoa. It's like that's the end of the chorus.
That's all you got. You started, it's also fine.
You started, it's nice.
It's nice.
I like it.
Different vibe.
Yeah, I would have put it like higher up on the album. Like the fact that all of like my least favorites are concentrated in one spot is a little like. But you started it is not bad at all.
No, it's
not. The fact that it's on the album is not a problem.
No. Wonderful Life is pretty.
Wonderful Life is pretty.
Very
yeah,
pretty.
not the most memorable thing in the world. Yeah.
No.
So I do agree that the end of the album kind of.
Right. So
the beginning is just so insane and so strong
and so good
that you're just like.
That's the thing. It's like Love Angel Music Baby is so clearly the more consistent album, the album that has, Hollaback Girl on it, so you're being introduced to this crazy new sound. I think the highs might be higher on The Sweet Escape and the lows are most certainly lower.
Yes.
But I feel like it was worth it to get Yummy. And to get Early Winter, and to get Now That You Got It. Justice for Yummy, though. God damn.
Justice for absolutely.
What a song. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah,
I hope you enjoyed, jumping back into time and revisiting Gwen Stefani, because I certainly did.
I always liked Gwen Stefani, but I never listened to her albums in full until now. So thank you, Harris.
Yes,
Harris,
thank you.
Yes, if you'd like to find out how you can request a video topic of your own, you can go to patreon.com/2gaymats. All that info is in the info section.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Matt Palmer Music.
And it's Matt Steele.
And at 2Gay Mats for both of us. Let's do our podcast. It comes out every Monday. We're about to go record it now, actually. We love you all. We love Adam Parnell. We love, oh gosh, who else do we love?
Montana.
And
Richard.
Richard and all of you. We'll be back soon with more 2Gay Mats.
Bye, guys.
Bye.